Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and welcome to the review of the latest additions to the Fashion Royalty Monarchs line, the Bollywood sensation, the twin brother cinema idols, Dalpinder on the left and Tajinder on the right. They are the Chowdhury brothers. They are also the fastest that Integrity Toys has ever moved in releasing product. At the making of this video, which is early October of 2020, these dolls were revealed about 3 weeks ago, and less than a week ago, I got my notification from my dealer that these dolls were ready to ship. So this happened incredibly quickly. But what else is new? Welcome to 2020. So what do we have here in these two gentlemen? Well, as you can see, they are both wearing what is particularly appropriate for the subtropical weather. They are both wearing linen ensembles. I don't quite understand why, but Brother Dalpinder's trousers have an elastic cuff. And then he's wearing these kind of funky sandals, but we'll talk about that. Whereas Tajinder has the much more traditional cuffed, I guess you can almost call them pedal pusher length trousers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpts for a couple minutes. Put the light on him a little bit more. There we go. Tajinder has a flocked head in dark brown. His eyes are also brown, and they have yet to attempt doing a flocked beard, so this is merely makeup applied to his face in the appearance of a beard. There is just, I'm not sure how much this is going to come out on film, but there is just the hint of a little bit blue eyeshadow on Tarjinder's eyes that will match the blue of Dalpinder's coat. Tajinder also has a double piercing on his left ear, and I will warn you, brothers and sisters, it was very difficult to get the earrings in, so you're going to need some patience with that. I also want to show you that both brothers will have this very strange painted on, sort of like he's got a lamb chop coming in on the side of his face. And again, not flocked, drawn in, and I'm not sure why they did that. And brother, I'll show you on his right-hand side that he also has it. Now, in Dalpinder's case, he has a single piercing in each ear. Dalpinder comes with gold earrings, as you saw Tajinder comes with silver earrings. Dalpinder is also obviously has brown eyes. He is not wearing any makeup, really, just a little bit of definition right at his lid. And if you told me these two were related to each other, I might question it. They don't particularly look related. Maybe it's the beard, maybe it's the fact that Dalpinder has a full head of hair. I mean, I don't see where they're related to each other. Obviously, Dalpinder, as I said, has a full head of hair. Longish for a male. Mucho product that will need to be washed out if you want to restyle his hair. I have absolutely no idea if this is fully rooted. When they do something like this, my inclination is to say not. Speaking of knots, both gentlemen are wearing, and I just happened to put it on their right side, both gentlemen are wearing woven bracelets. Dalpinder's matches his jacket, whereas Tarjinder's is a beige that doesn't really match his ensemble, but will match his shoes. So when I was getting this video together, I felt like I didn't do justice to Tangier and Dajinder's outfits. So I thought I would do this again. So let's start again with Tanginger's ensemble and his trousers. These are cuffed pants in linen. They are not lined, but that goes along with this being linen. You can't really line linen, and nor would you want lining if you're in a subtropical or tropical climate. Fake pockets in the back, but the front pockets are real, and I think this is the only part that's going to be lined, which would make sense, are the pockets. You might think, why are they drawstring? Well, again, this is a casual look. It's a tropical look. It's a beach look. So the elastic and the drawstring work. What classes up the outfit is the top half. The scarf. I think I've said this a little bit before. I'll say it again. The scarf is my favorite part of the outfit. It is a wonderful shade of light blue and white. It's almost transparent or see-through, but it's quite lovely. It's very nicely stitched all the way through. I like it a lot. I can see this going, by the way, from male to female. So this is a piece that will go throughout the whole collection. Let's move this a little bit closer. The vest is also linen. The vest is partially lined in cream. I guess you can kind of get away with lining the vest, since the vest is not closest to the body, I guess is what I wanted to say. There is detailing on the back to adjust the fit, a small little belt. The shirt has a delicate pattern. It is also not lined. It's very gauzy. It closes in the front with hook and eye. It is also not lined, but again, that goes with the subtropical motif. The other items to talk about are the shoes, which first of all are going to match the scarf very nicely. It also matches the trousers and the vest. So the shoes are really tying the whole ensemble together. They have a silver buckle that if you point it upwards, it's almost like a lion or some kind of face. The shoe pattern is blue paisley. And the sole is to mimic cork. And these are slide-on, which are very nice. And then you have, I'm sorry I put them in a bag, but, cat. The rest of the pieces that are really nice, I like the braided yarn bracelet, friendship bracelet motif. You also have a really nice watch, which I personally like a lot because it reminds me of the watches my dad and my grandfather would wear. And I don't mean to say that like they're old-fashioned. I just mean that these are very nice classic timepieces. And you also have this very nice, simple, almost like an Art Deco, which has come back into fashion, the brick silver piece. So this is Tajinder's ensemble. And the next one I will very quickly review will, of course, be Dalpinder's ensemble. since I forgot to talk about this, let's start off by talking about Tajinder's hat. It's a little cap. It's sort of like a cross between a cheese grater and a baseball cap. It is lined. That surprises me because, again, in tropical weather, you would not want to wear a lined hat. But I guess as a fashion statement, you would. I think the much more realistic hat is the one that Dalpinder is wearing. It's in reality, this is felt with a ribbon detailing, a ribbed, R-I-B-B-E-D, ribbed ribbon detailing. The hat is not lined. I'm not sure if this is supposed to imitate straw or they just decided to make it felt, but the silver, interestingly enough, is going to be hinted in the trousers, which we will talk about right now. His trousers are a bit more traditional in one sense that they have the much more traditional front of the zipper and the belt in brown, and the pockets in the front are real, and they are lined in gray. The cuffs, the concession to the heat or the concession to the casual are the cuffs are elastic. And in the back, these pockets are real, and they are also lined. However, the pants, again, if you can see through, the pants are not lined. So the only things that are lined on the inside are the trousers. The belt, by the way, is going to tie into his shoes, which I am now picking up. His shoes. I don't know how quite to describe these, except to say that they remind me a lot of the quality level of a Teva, T-E-V-A, Teva sandal. Teva is a company, not a style. But the Teva sandal that is made for walking, because as you can see, the sole is very much made for terrain, to walk on terrain. It's supposed to be like a rubber sole. But you have this sort of gladiator sandal, so it's sort of, it's a walking sandal. It's definitely a sandal made to perform. Let's move this in a little bit closer now, since we're going to talk about the shirt. You know what, let's talk about the jacket first, since we're peeling off the layers. This was originally what made me decide I needed to come back and revisit these, because I didn't do the jacket a lot of justice. Mostly because I was surprised by how it felt. It feels like a suede, like a light suede, and I'm like, why is there a light suede in tropical weather? The pockets are lined, or at least have the illusion of lining, but they do not open. These are not pockets that function, so the jacket pockets do not function. It's a bit of a slit in the back to allow for movement. The jacket is almost completely and fully lined. But here's the part that really got me. Ladies and gentlemen, Dalpinder's jacket has shoulder pads. Why does a grown man have shoulder pads in his jacket? Well, I'm guessing for the purposes of, this is a 1/6 scale construction and obviously not a real man's construction. But for the purposes of the 1/6 scale construction, to maintain the integrity of the shoulder, pun not intended, to maintain the integrity of the shoulder, they wanted the shoulder pads here to give it some durability. And if you notice, the shoulder pads do have a couple of layers to them. So I think that was a part of it, but maybe it's also because the idea is that the jacket is supposed to be kind of gauzy, so they wanted to give the shoulders a little more depth. I don't know. I just work here. This shirt is completely gauzy. It is not lined. It is definitely also a linen feel to it. It closes with the hook and eye. It has what I call the priest collar, or a chapel collar. I don't think that's the right way, but it does not have the traditional, it's a flat collar. It doesn't have the points. It is also short sleeved, which makes sense since he's going to wear a jacket over it. The accessories that come with this include a grayish friendship bracelet, which will match the hat, but will also pick up on the different colors in the weave of the trousers. The beaded necklace has a sort of a dial tone style to it, and the browns will be echoed in the shoes and the belt. And again, also in his watch, which has this very nice classic wind up gold face to it. Again, when I was first able to buy my dad watches, when I had enough money to do that, I bought him a watch very similar to this. So really, I bought these pieces. I really and truly bought these guys, to be honest with you, for the accessories. And I think you're going to hear me say that again when I recut this and I put this all back together. I really bought these for the accessories because so much of the pieces are timeless. I almost want to say resort wear, but I'm not sure if that's quite right to call it resort wear. But these are timeless, casual summer pieces that any action figure or any fashion doll in the 1/6 scale is going to want to wear. So these are pieces that can go very easily across the line. You could certainly put the necklaces on a woman as well. So the accessories are definitely pieces that you would want to have to go across the lines. And just again, very quickly, just to show you, if you're noticing, I really haven't buttoned the shirts. It's because this whole body mold, I never got the Integrity Toys molds for men or women. But for this male figure, it is much wider, wider, wider in the chest than you would see for a home or for the Monarch. So it was very difficult to close the shirts on this model. But I would absolutely recommend getting it just to have it for your dioramas and also to display. Perhaps if you do have action figures and you are someone who collects across the 1/6 scale universe, this is a great way to display your 1/6 scale suits and casual wear because you do have that. You have this piece to put the shoes on or a briefcase, and you have this section here that you can hang a jacket on or the trousers on, as I was doing. So let me stop here and we will go back to the original conclusion of this video. Tajinder also comes with a pair of silver tone sunglasses. Again, this is... And again, the silver tone sunglasses will match the silver tone of his earrings and the belt buckles and the watch. Both of them do come with the dialing hands. There's not, one is not more particularly defined. Oh, actually, I take that back. I think Tajinder's have a little bit more definition to the bend than Dalpinder's. So I wonder why, but again, they're twins, they're brothers, they are the same skin tone, so you can trade off these hands. And that is about it. That is the look for both brothers. Now, of course, the answer always is when you're introducing a new character, do you get the first runs of the character or do you wait? Do you get the clothes? Do you get them just for the sculpts? Here's the thing. They are both attractive men. But I like my men at this point in my life, and I'm not telling you how old I am, but in this point in my life, I would like them to look a little bit older. So even though the sculpts are well done, they are not, by any stretch of my imagination, my favorites. So, I'm not gonna. They're not unattractive. I like my men older. That's the bottom line. I like my men older. So if you like your guys younger, or you like them to go with the new face or the meteors, then by all means get them. I actually would be much more interested in buying these gentlemen. Um, I would buy these gentlemen more for their ensembles. Very rarely does Integrity do linen. They certainly don't do it very often for the men. And you have, particularly with Dalpinder, a complete linen suit, albeit in blue. And you have this nice two-piece ensemble from Tajinder in linen. And these are pieces that can go very nicely with other ensembles and other pieces. So I would definitely get them more for the clothes and the accessories than I would get them for the actual face sculpts. Keep in mind, these are the new Monarch bodies. So I'm not sure in terms of putting the clothes on an older home body, how that will work out. I think the chest is a bit narrower, so that might be a problem, particularly with the fact that gauze and linen shirts do not have as much give. So again, that's something you would have to think about. But ultimately, I would say yes. If you can get your hands on these, definitely get them. Definitely get them for the clothing. Definitely get them for the accessories. And if you like your men younger, then by all means, get these new sculpts. For the Chowdhury twins, Tajinder and Dalpinder, I am Barbara, and I will see you in my next review. And I frankly have no idea when that will be because I am back teaching and 2020, and who knows what the hell it's appropriate to review when. But I will try to get some reviews out to you again soon. Until then, guys, take care, be well, and if you are in the United States, register to vote and make a voting plan. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.